So this is Charlie Kirk's wife, of course. And what I want y'all to do is pay attention to who's the security. Right there. You see the guy right there? That guy is the guy that was behind Charlie Kirk that literally fumbled. Sorry. That literally fumbled her husband. And some of y'all may say, here we go again, another video going off on Charlie Kirk's widow, right? You may get mad at me. Why don't you just leave that woman alone? I would if things were normal. If it wasn't at least 20 different things that are so weird and wrong about Charlie Kirk's death, I wouldn't say anything about it. I would leave Charlie Kirk's wife alone if to this day she wasn't close to or affiliated with or allegedly either used to doing or still doing something that has something to do with tadpoles. Remember the Romanian angels? Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know about Erika Kirk's affiliation with the Romanian angels. So we talked about that before, but I just want y'all to know that's the reason why I'm still talking about Erika Kirk, because she's affiliated with people and she has done things on her own that are fishy. And every time she opens her mouth, every time she gets out of a car, every time she gets in front of a microphone, every time she walks through a door, every time she takes a piss, it's weird. Or she says something weird that confirms everything that we were already thinking. So it keeps happening. So yes, to the people who are saying, leave her alone, I understand how y'all may want me and other people to just leave this widow of Charlie Kirk alone. But my answer to you is no, because in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, she may, and this is just for entertainment purposes only, a whodunit, if you will. We're trying to find out who is behind this. And in every death, in every homicide, when there's a married couple, who is the prime suspect? Let me know in the chat. I'll say it again. In every homicide of every married person, who is the prime suspect? The spouse. So you leave me alone, because regardless of what you think about Charlie Kirk or regardless of what you think about Erika Kirk, his wife is the prime suspect. That's it. So we're going to keep going. And for those of you naysayers out there, shut up. So let's go. Because she's a prime suspect to the police. Well, not these police, for whatever reason. I'm just saying, because if I had a spouse and my spouse mysteriously died, I'm going to be in an interrogation room and I'm going to have to give them a deposition and all this other stuff, tell them where I was and why I was here and all this other stuff. But apparently, if your last name is Kirk, you ain't got to do nothing. So everybody, drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Spam the chat with your city. It's just weird. Like, wouldn't you fire these people regardless of whose fault it was? Wouldn't you just fire the people and just get some new people? Why the hell do you got the same damn people that bumbled your husband's life? It's not like they spilled some milk on the floor. They literally bumbled your husband's life, or had something to do with your husband dying or something. But at the end of the day, these guys are part of the reason why your husband is no longer here, and they are now your security. I just, can anybody explain that to me? I don't understand. I'm just going to, regardless of who I think did it, I'm just going to get new security. Unless all of y'all are kind of like in cahoots together. And like I said in the thumbnail, in the title of this video, it may be a possibility, because I don't want to get sued, that they all are benefiting from Charlie Kirk no longer being here.
Would you mind a picture of yourself?
Quick picture, please.
Can I get a
Or could you say how you've been holding up, Erica?
I got to ask this question. What if you were the wife of a famous man, and that famous man said to you that somebody is trying to unalive him, and then the next day or the next week, somebody unalived him, and the 6 bumbling idiots that was paid to protect him did not protect him, and he ended up passing away? Would you continue to have that person or those people on your payroll to protect you? Or maybe they did protect you by letting your husband get unalived.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021.
I've never heard a wife not remember when her and her husband got married. Never in my life. Make them bigger. I can't make them bigger. Y'all, okay. Y'all don't understand. Y'all, somebody saying make them bigger. Look, unless I take myself out of the picture, I'm just moving her from one side of the screen to the other. Do you see? I can't make her bigger. Like, stop. I can't make her bigger. It's the same thing. I'm just moving her from one part of the screen. I can't make her bigger. She's as big as she can. I don't know why you want her face so big, but y'all leave me alone. All right, I protect him, and he ended up passing away. Would you continue to have that person or those people on your payroll to protect you? Or maybe they did protect you by letting your husband get unalived.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021.
That's crazy.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies. Meaning, there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
yeah,
August
all the
23rd.
Things.
She said all the things. She said all the things. How the hell do you not remember when anybody was born, where anybody got married? You don't remember anything? Like, what kind of wife is this, y'all? Like, somebody said, I be talking too loud, so I'll calm down because I'll be in the headphones. Like, one more time, y'all. Like, what in the world? She's just like, like, I've never in my life. She said all the things. She didn't say a date. She just said all the things. Letting your husband get unalived. What?
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021.
That's just a couple years ago, y'all. It ain't like they've been married for 20 years. This was just in 2021. Yo, it ain't like they was married in the 80s or something. It was just 4 years ago. You don't remember what happened 4 years ago?
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies.
Laugh about this.
Meaning there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anniversaries, kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah.
August
all the
23rd.
things. How did we? So we've been married for.
How did you know it was time to get married?
4 years.
I mean,
how did we know? You just know.
It's also don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
Bro.
And plus, we were ready to start our life together.
That's right. Okay,
that was an easy one.
That's easy.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies. Meaning, there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm. I know. I get all the anniversary.
Said by nobody on the planet. I gotta hear the all the things part, y'all. Like, she said all the things.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. And plus, we were ready to.
Wait. All the.
We've been married for.
How did you know it was time to get married?
4 years.
I mean,
how did we know? You just know.
It's also don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
That's
and plus,
bad, y'all.
we were ready to start our life together.
That's right.
And all the things.
Okay,
that was an easy one.
That's easy.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up
Poor
because
Charlie.
of babies. Meaning, there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm. I know. I get all the
Anniversaries, kids' birth
May
dates.
14th.
So an anonymous person that works for Turning Point USA has released these messages and says that we're talking about Candace Owens' episode yesterday on her podcast. And she mentions that one or two of the board members at Turning Point are benefiting from the blue and white flag. Anyways, so if you go on and you listen to her episode today, it references Charlie Kirk's life being kind of like the Truman Show. And I know it sounds like a joke, but you guys just have to go and watch the episode. This right here and everything that it says in here, that a lot of the staff at Turning Point USA are on the same side as Candace in this situation. So
Yes, I can definitely imagine that a lot of people that really love Charlie Kirk that work for Turning Point, they started working for Turning Point because they love him, right? And now he's not there anymore. And now they're working for this company that doesn't seem to care anything about the damn man. So I'm sure that is a little just annoying to work there when nobody seems to care about what happened to Charlie Kirk.
you guys can read the rest yourself. It even says and mentions that Candace is receiving information from memos that the director level type people, so it shows the actual staff, even high ups, want the answers to. Set Candace out of this equation and really look at what's going on and what's being said. Go listen to Ann Carroll. Go listen to Megyn Kelly. Go listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Go listen to Tucker Carlson. It adds up.
Love you, Erika.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Charlie.
Look at this shit.
Love you, Erika.
Look at this.
Love you, Erika.
Woman is hiding something
This
very,
is
very dark.
bad,
Okay, despite the
y'all.
mainstream fact checkers telling us there's nothing to see here regarding some pretty heinous allegations, I'm here to tell you that the evidence is actually all there.
Believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
This is from a Romanian newspaper. This headline is translated, but it reads, a former translator from the American base in the city of Romania that I'm not going to pronounce accuses, and she says that it's a real brothel operated here where
Tadpole.
were brought in. Quote, Anna Maria Nasiu was in.
All right, so y'all get mad at me when I tell everybody to hit the like button over and over again. This is the reason why I be telling people to hit the like button. There's about 1,000 people in here, and y'all have not hit the like button yet because I haven't said hit the like button. Y'all see how that works? So everybody watching, take a second and hit the thumbs up button. It's very important to my channel. I know y'all get sick of me saying hit the like button, but if y'all hit the like button, I wouldn't have to say it. So out of the 1,000 people watching, can we get at least 700-800 likes? Please and thank you. Because I just need y'all to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. That's it. That's all. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Can y'all come on, y'all hit the like button? I'm waiting on y'all. I'm watching the likes. Okay, there y'all go. There y'all go. See, I have a like counter, so I'm watching the likes go up. So keep hitting the like button, y'all. And I appreciate y'all for hitting the like button. I'll back this up a little bit. Sorry, I interrupted the video.
I'm here to tell you that the evidence is actually all there.
Believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
This is from a Romanian newspaper. This headline is translated, but it reads, a former translator from the American base in the city of Romania that I'm not going to pronounce accuses, and she says that it's a real brothel operated here where
tadpole
were brought in. Quote, Anna Maria Nasiu was until recent years a translator at the American base, once again, city, can't pronounce it, Romanian name. Everything seemed to be normal until Anna Maria discovered that in this military unit belonging to NATO forces, there was a real brothel where satisfy the desires of some soldiers. Okay, Otto Butcher, remember that name. This next part is where the dots will connect. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video right here that was posted by Erika Kirk.
And I hope this isn't too confusing. The beat sounds stupid. He's talking real fast. I have to beep certain words out. So what he's essentially saying, because I don't know, I hope y'all can hear what he's saying, because it sounds kind of crazy with all the music playing and all this other stuff. But what he is essentially saying is this is the Romanian angels thing that Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika Kirk, actually was involved in way before she met Charlie Kirk. And she was working with the military, and some way or somehow, because I don't know, but little tadpoles were going, bye-bye, I would say. And it was even worse than that. They were actually, I would say, eating crab legs or, frog legs, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So it was a lot of different things going on. So it wasn't just this going on. It was this going on. So it was worse than what you would usually hear about going over in Romania. See, a lot of these countries and a lot of these weirdos like Erika Kirk, they would go over to other countries that have more lenient laws and would just go crazy and be like, hey, you want a tadpole? Hey, you want a tadpole? They go there like they Oprah or something. You get a car, you get a car, you get a kid, you get a tadpole, you get a tadpole. And there's nobody over there to arrest them because they're in this foreign country where either there's not a lot of police, nobody really cares, or the law says you can do it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what the guy is saying, because the guy's talking real fast. So I just don't want y'all to miss what he's saying. But this is an issue. And this is the reason why we are on this woman's ass, because she's a weirdo.
And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
These are my little products.
This is from a Romanian newspaper. This headline is translated, but it reads, a former translator from the American base in the city of Romania that I'm not going to pronounce accuses, and she says that it's a real brothel operated here where
tadpole
were brought in. Quote, Anna Maria Nasiu was until recent years a translator at the American base, once again, city, can't pronounce it, Romanian name. Everything seemed to be normal until Anna Maria discovered that in this military unit belonging to NATO forces, there was a real brothel where satisfy the desires of some soldiers. Okay, Otto Butcher, remember that name. This next part is where the dots will connect. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video.
Remember, Otto Butcher. Otto Butcher is the guy that she thanked on. So think about this, because some of y'all may say, well, how do you know this really happened? Well, one, she talked a lot of times about being in Romania at the age of 17, 18, 19, something like that. she started off at 17. I don't know how long she was over there. That's the first thing. That is a fact. The second thing is Otto Busher actually was brought up on charges over there. So on, traffic light charges. So that is a fact. It is documented. And then the third thing is she is on record multiple times by saying, I would like to thank Otto Busher for making this whole thing work. And who is Otto Busher? He is the something over the military. I don't remember what, but he was one of the leaders. I don't know if he was this or he was that, but she thanked the leader of the military for working alongside of Romanian angels. And he was convicted of doing something crazy over there with orphans. So where the hell did some orphans come from in the middle of Romania? Well, this woman named Erika Kirk just happened to have orphans. So for anybody who's like, yo, you reaching, you just saying this, no, this is documented proof. Y'all can look up yourselves.
Right here that was posted by Erika Kirk, then Erika Fronsky, on Vimeo. Basically, it's a commercial for Romanian Angels, and it was posted in 2013. It's basically a fluff video, but at the end, the person she thanks is none other than Colonel Otto Busher. Yeah, here is a copy of the criminal complaint. It is in Romania.
See? So we have, some of the things that people send me, I'd be like, yo, that's AI. Yo, we need documented proof. Like somebody even came out and hit me up and was like, yo, there's a possibility that Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk were about to get divorced. And this is why all this happened. I was like, I'm not touching that because how do you know? Because if two people were filing for divorce, guess what? It would be online or either in somebody's file or in some type of court document, and we can look it up and find out if that's true. So I tell people that bring me stuff, do you have proof? So I'm not somebody on YouTube that is just out here just saying dumb shit about somebody. I need proof before I discuss it because this is serious to me. One, I don't want to get sued. And two, we're talking about some real sensitive things. If I think a woman or a man is into this weird stuff, well, I need to know if the person is really into it or is it just conjecture. So as you can see at the top of the screen, these are court documents.
But you can see the name Otto Busher, and the years 2011 to 2013 is when these alleged crimes took place. So the person that Erika Kirk was working with in Romania to quote unquote help orphan children was accused of, not good.
Yes.
And you might be like, why have I never heard of this? Well, there's something called the U.S.-Romania Defense Cooperation Agreement that was signed back in 2005, wherein crimes committed by U.S. military personnel on Romanian bases used by U.S. forces fall under U.S. jurisdiction, especially if they occur while on duty or within the installations.
That's
so essentially,
crazy.
everything was just swept under the rug. This guy, Otto Busher, just retires, and according to my research, here's his LinkedIn, he's like having a nice, quiet retirement in
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much for being here, Robin. I appreciate you.
New Hampshire. Erika Kirk's Romanian Angels mysteriously just shuts down shortly thereafter. She then keeps a pretty low profile until she is set up on a TPUSA interview with Charlie Kirk, and they fall in love, they get married, and you won't believe this, but their wedding was actually funded by TPUSA. So
everything they do is funded by TPUSA. Shout out to Danks. Give her a break, bro. She has a lot to remember. She's not going through a lot. She just has a lot to remember. That's hilarious. Shout out to Crypto Danks. I blaze wax daily and can remember everything.
very interesting. And fast forward, as we all know now, Charlie Kirk dies a gruesome death, and she takes over as CEO of Turning Point with a new organization now much more powerful than it ever was. So it's almost like Charlie is more valuable to them dead than alive. Charlie is more valuable to them dead than alive.
So right here, Charlie is more valuable to them not here than here. And I think that's a very important conversation to have, because look at it like this. The day Charlie Kirk died, one, I'm sure it was insurance, life insurance, right? That's one thing. Life insurance, maybe, I don't know, probably $10 million. I don't know. Maybe $100 million. I don't know. He had money. So life insurance is one thing. But the second thing is in donations. When Charlie Kirk died, Turning Point USA, and you can look this up, made $11 million the first day he died. We don't know how much Turning Point made the first month he died, but I know the first day he died, they made $11 million. Turning Point USA was making $80 million a year. And what was their job? What did they sell? Can anybody explain to me what Turning Point USA sold in order to make $80 million a year? I'll wait. See, if you were to say, hey, how does Mr. Let Go make his money? There's a couple ways you can see how I make money, because I sell products. I sell the hell out of these card games. And by the way, if you haven't bought a card game, buy a card game. The link is in the chat. The link is under this video. My book is under this video also. Buy my book. But I sell hella card games. And you can buy a card game yourself. YouTube. I tour with tonight's conversation. So you can see how Mr. Let Go makes his money. Do I make 80 million? No, of course not. But they make $80 million a year. How in the hell? Somebody said they sell freedom shirts. $80 million worth of freedom shirts? Really? Freedom shirts, $80 million. No. A lot of reasons. I mean, a lot of the money that they made was from donations. IHOP and other countries funded this thing. And then you may ask, what are they funding? Well, that's another thing. What the hell are they giving Turning Point all this money to do? And it's tax-free because they in some church shit. They have some type of connection to every church in the West Coast. So they formed Turning Point USA, or morphed Turning Point USA into this church type of thing. And that's still $80 million a year? $80 million a year? And now they about to be a part of the damn Super Bowl halftime show. So if they were making $80 million a year at first, they probably are close to $1 billion company in the next couple of months. I would say by January, they're probably going to be worth $1 billion. And they're not going to have to pay taxes. So when you look at all of this, just like what this guy here said, sometimes your husband is more valuable to you dead than alive. And it's sad. So let's break this down. Now that Erika Kirk doesn't have to worry about Charlie Kirk turning down money from IHOP or complaining about the damn Epstein files every 30 minutes of his life, keyword, she can finally concentrate on bigger plans. Imagine having a husband who's just like, yo, I'm not finna keep taking these people money. And you're like, that's how we make money. Yeah, but they're bad. I don't like IHOP, but they are giving us like shitloads of money left and right, like a check here, a check there. No, I don't want it. Get away from me. Yo, what are you doing? We don't have a brand. We don't sell nothing. We just sell t-shirts. Like, these students don't have no damn money. Like, how else do you think this company is going to make money other than IHOP? They're trying to use our data and my influence, because I'm always in front of young people talking to college students, young girls, and I'm getting all of their data. Whenever I go to these events, every single person there has to give me their email address, whether they're a Democrat or a Republican, whether they're male or female, how much they make a year. Y'all don't fill out those things before. You know, little quick survey, email addresses. What part of the city do you live in? Are you from out of town? Are you here? Demographics. We're geofencing everybody. This is valuable information. And IHOP wants to buy our data so they can possibly run through some traffic lights. So that's the reason why I can only assume that they keep trying to give Turning Point USA all this money, because IHOP is trying to run through some traffic lights. But this man, Charlie Kirk, keeps saying no. And she's just like, yo, this nigga getting on my nerves. What are you talking about? No. Charlie, can you just reconsider? No, they're evil and they're trying to take the tadpoles. She's just like, I was trying to. What do you think I was doing when I was 17, Charlie? It's a lucrative business, Charlie. What are you doing? We're trying to turn into a $1 billion company, Charlie. And next thing you know, Charlie was like, no, I'm not doing it. And she's just like, all right. One last thing, Charlie. Would you at least consider that both of my parents work for IHOP? And if you push IHOP away, or start talking about the Epstein files, or to start talking mess about my parents' supervisor, it will cause my parents to lose money? I don't care. What's right is right. And to all of you women watching, a real question. Who are you more dedicated to? Your aging parents or your millionaire husband? Your millionaire husband is saying, I do not want to do this over here no more. But the thing that he doesn't want to do is going to cause your aging parents to lose all their money. Some of y'all are saying husband, some of y'all are saying parents. Well, in my opinion, because I don't know anything, there's a possibility that Erika Kirk was more dedicated to her parents. And IHOP literally said, hey, we can easily take care of this and get Charlie Kirk up out of here. And your aging parents will still be able to get money and everything will be okay. But it's up to you, Erika. See, we're not going to do anything that will go against you, because you're a good, you're a good girl. So you let me know. We're either going to fire your parents, because we don't want this mess connected to us. So we're going to fire your parents, and your parents are getting old, or we can fire Charlie Kirk. And she chose to get rid of Charlie Kirk instead of, getting rid of her parents. And next thing you know, Bop! Problem solved. And like I said earlier, now that Charlie Kirk is out of the way, there's no more turning down money from IHOP. There's no more problems with the Epstein files. Everybody can just skip around and be happy and swim around in their millions of dollars. And now you see Erika Kirk jumping out the SUV with the security guards, with the dark glasses and security guards, and she could be the star now. All right, just go here. All right, yeah, she just got her car. Yeah, she's good. She just got her car. Yeah, all right, she's good. All right. Hey, get out of the way. No. There's nothing to see here. Nope. All right, yeah, she's safe. She gets to be like that now. She gets to be Charlie Kirk. So there's actually so many different reasons why it makes sense for her to get rid of Charlie Kirk. She's a star because she sounds like she wants to be the star. And she doesn't have to worry about any problems. And hence the reason why we're talking about Erika Kirk right here, because it makes all the sense in the world to get rid of Charlie Kirk.
Thing just feels wrong.
Erika Kirk was introduced to Charlie Kirk through Donald Trump. She had been procured for like Donald Trump's pageants. She won like Miss Arizona or something. She was literally a registered actress and starred in a reality TV show, a romance one at that. He met her on a trip to Israel. Charlie met her on one of these wall humping trips. So the Israeli connections, and then JD
What was
Sharp
she doing
tells
in
me,
Israel?
Yo, what the hell is a wall humping trip? Yo, make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all enjoying the show, make sure to hit the like button. We're almost at 2,000 people watching. Can we get to at least 1,000 likes? Can y'all hit the like button, please? And thank y'all for being here.
well, she was on a pilgrimage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just learned, JD Sharp, Jason Dick, the founder of Uncensored AI, just told me that her dad, Erika Kirk's dad, is one of the founders or creators of Raytheon Israel Ltd. Raytheon Israel creates the weapon systems and defense systems like the Iron Dome.
Right.
Yo, when y'all make these songs, put these songs behind people talking, can y'all not make the damn music louder than a damn person talking? I'm so sick of y'all. I don't necessarily use music. I just do the shit. Why do y'all want to play all this damn music behind your damn words? We can't hear shit.
Romance one at that. He met her on a trip to Israel. Charlie met her on one of these wall humping trips. So the Israeli connections, and then JD
What was
Sharp
she doing
tells
in
me,
Israel?
Well, she was on a pilgrimage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just learned, JD Sharp, Jason Dick, the founder of Uncensored AI, just told me that her dad, Erika Kirk's dad, is one of the founders or creators of Raytheon Israel Ltd. Raytheon Israel creates the weapon systems and defense systems like the Iron Dome,
Right.
and soaks up trillions of, collectively trillions of U.S. taxpayer dollars over the course of the last, however
Right.
many decades, billions of dollars annually.
From what I understand, Erika Kirk's father formed Raytheon Israel's division and was the former chairperson / president. I believe he's retired now, but he was actively involved in that particular operation.
That's ridiculous.
All of these connections. They had the custody of Charlie Kirk's body in the custody of J.D. Vance aboard some private jet, going to God knows where. And within 24 hours, Erika Kirk is releasing this propaganda video of Charlie Kirk's hand and the rings and the I love you and the
His orange ass hand.
crying and the sobbing.
That young man. I forgive him.
I forgive him.
She's solidifying the narrative that
I've never in my life cried and went like this. Like I don't understand. What is that? Who? If you start crying, you're just gonna be like, "Yo, man, I'm I can't." What is? Like it's so ceremonial. Like this woman is so much of a liar. And remember, this woman was in Romania with some goddamn orphans. Sorry, with some damn orphans at the age of 17. So she been doing this shit for a long ass time. So for anybody who is a Erika Kirk apologist, I need y'all to tell me why the hell would this damn woman in Romania with some damn orphans at the age of 17? What the hell is she doing out there?
Is releasing this propaganda video of Charlie Kirk's hand and the rings and the I love you and the crying and the sobbing.
That young man.
That young man. I forgive him.
him.
Oh my God, that's just disgusting.
She's solidifying the narrative that he's guilty. No matter what about a court appearance, anything else, that resonated with every Christian because they're supposed to be forgiving.
Yeah.
And that just subliminally, subconsciously, or very overtly put, he's guilty. He did it. He's responsible. But Erika forgives him. And now she's the champion of TPUSA to come.
Okay, before we get to the next video, I got some more stuff, but can we get 200 likes at least before we get to the next video? Can we get 200 likes in the next 30 seconds? So I need everybody real quick, everybody to hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button. Some of y'all are watching on your TV, so I do understand. I'm not talking to y'all. So to the people that are watching on your phones or on your computers, can you just reach over to your phone? See, my phone is right here. Just like do that. Just boop. Just hit the like button, like pop. That's it. That's all I need y'all to do. All right, we keep going. Just go. Boop. That's it.
Rushing in, building all of these other extensions and satellite, different clubs all over the place.
Well, they're basically trying to build her up to be the next president. They're essentially seeing like, hey, this is a woman that we could set up maybe in 8 to 12 years.
Yeah. Well, they then will be able to just solidify this Judeo-Christian, alliance, and that Israel was great and that Charlie loved the Jews and all these things, while completely disregarding the 5 weeks, leading up to his death, where he began to actually ask about this and point out this occupation.
And I have to play this again for those who are late coming in here, because this is so disgusting. I just got to play this again. So this is the same guy that was with Charlie Kirk. And my thought is, if you bumble my husband's life, my husband is no longer here because your stupid ass, why in the world would I keep you on payroll to bumble my life? Well, the only thing I can think of is they didn't bumble his life. They help end his life. Because I have no understanding of how, I don't care who did what. You're fired. My husband is dead. Get out. Well, I was a friend. I don't care. My husband is dead. You can blame your sadness and your mourning. Get out. You're fired. That's natural. They, in some type of way, whether they're stupid or whether they plan this, your husband is dead. And you want these same dudes that allowed your husband to get killed to protect you? It makes no sense. This shit is crazy. He got the same goddamn glasses on. See, now she gets to be the star. See, it used to be Charlie Kirk jumping out the truck. It used to be Charlie Kirk getting all the attention. Now this broad is getting all the attention. And she's a movie star now, and she feels good about it. She loves this shit. And that's the reason why I think this woman is despicable. The simple thought of having these guys still on payroll is despicable. There's so many different signs that I can point to that says something is wrong with this picture. That's all I'm saying. Let's get to the next video. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
You said last week that you would swear in.
All right, I don't want to get to that. That's a little extra. Let's do this.
Where they took Charlie Kirk. They took him to Timpanogos Regional.
Okay. This right here is extremely technical. So what this video is going to lay out is when Charlie Kirk got popped, I say popped, not shot, because he didn't get shot. When he got popped, they took him to this regional facility that was actually farther out than the closest hospital. I'll say it again. They took Charlie Kirk to a hospital that was farther out than the closest hospital. And there's a specific reason why they took Charlie Kirk to this hospital. Listen to this.
Wonder if anybody Googled the hospital where they took Charlie Kirk. They took him to Timpanogos Regional Hospital. That's there in the district. I mean, that's there in Utah. They have, I think, a campus in Orem, Utah. Psycho District of Columbia. Here's where, again, on September 10th, 11th, right there, you see the searches for Timpanogos Regional Hospital, people looking for where they took Charlie Kirk. But you'll see this.
So these are searches. So the up arrow, well, whatever these things you call them, these are searches. So back it up.
Psycho District of Columbia. Here's where, again, on September 10th, 11th, right there, you see the searches for Timpanogos Regional Hospital, people looking for where they took Charlie Kirk. But you'll see this spike of interest in Timpanogos Regional Hospital out of D.C., and then no interest for 2 solid months before the shooting. But again, keep in mind that July 20 anchor date. Here we have a July 16, 2020.
So these are searches for this particular hospital in July. Not September, July, by IHOP. Why in the hell is IHOP looking up a regional hospital in this random ass city, and they're in another country? IHOP is searching this, y'all.
25. And then we have a July 3, and we have a June 28. And if you go out 12 months, you'll notice you even had one back then, and then this all kind of goes out. So something's going on here at the Timpanogos Regional Hospital search.
Why the hell would another country be looking up a damn hospital in Utah? Why?
And then right the day before the shooting, somebody in the District of Columbia says, we should really make sure we know what the Timpanogos Regional Hospital is. Really should make sure we know the day before he gets shot. So you had that July 20 anchor date, the time around there. You had a time way back. That could be anything. And then the day before, somebody zeroes in and says, we need to look up Timpanogos Regional Hospital. Maybe they're looking up an address. Maybe they're looking up, who knows? After Timpanogos Regional Hospital, I thought, I wonder who the medical examiner is in Utah. I wondered who the medical examiner was there in Utah, and I looked her up. She's a woman named Deidre Amaro, and she was looked up, at this time not in the District of Columbia, but in Israel. Was looked up, at this time not in the District of Columbia, but in Israel, which I thought was very strange. June 30th of 2025. In Israel. June 30th, 2025, an IP address originating in Israel. Again, we talked last week about the ways IP addresses can end up somewhere.
Sorry, I'm muted. I just looked it up. There is Intermountain Utah Valley Hospital that is close to UVU. So the place where Charlie Kirk died is UVU, Utah Valley University. And the closest hospital is Intermountain Utah Valley Hospital. But for whatever reason, they didn't want to take him there. Look it up yourselves. Y'all look it up yourselves. It's right here. I'm not lying. I'm not making nothing up. This is the closest hospital to UVU, Intermountain Utah Valley Hospital. Why did they not go to that hospital? There's a reason why. I'm just letting y'all know that there's 30, 40 different reasons why we're talking about this crazy ass woman and what she's doing and what she did allegedly.
Deidre Amaro, and she was looked up, at this time not in the District of Columbia, but in Israel. Was looked up.
Okay, listen, this is Deidre Amongo. This is the surgeon or something.
Way back, that could be anything.
Listen.
And then the day before, somebody zeroes in and says, we need to look up Timpanogos Regional Hospital. Maybe they're looking up an address. Maybe they're looking up, who knows? After Timpanogos Regional Hospital, I thought, I wonder who the medical examiner is.
Now, mind you, this medical examiner is the idiot that is telling everybody, including Candace Owens, that a bullet went through his neck and his bones stopped the bullet like he's superhuman. This is the same medical examiner that somehow has ties to IHOP all the way in Utah. They're the one who examined him and said the bullet went through his neck and stopped in his neck because he has superhuman abilities or some shit. Look at this shit, y'all.
In Utah. I wondered who the medical examiner was there in Utah, and I looked her up. She's a woman named Deidre Amaro, and she was looked up, at this time not in the District of Columbia, but in Israel. Was looked up, at this time not in the District of Columbia, but in Israel. Which I thought was very strange. June 30th of 2025. In Israel. June 30th, 2025, an IP address originating in Israel. Again, we talked last week about the ways IP addresses can end up somewhere.
And you got to remember, these are IP addresses. So this is precise.
But Deidre Amaro, the medical examiner there in Utah, somebody with an IP address originating in Israel decided they were very interested in Deidre Amaro. And lest you think I didn't check, the reason I'm not showing you others, go to the District of Columbia, for example, not there.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nobody checked no other medical examiner other than her.
You can even go to Utah and see.
Nothing.
There. So if
Absolutely
it's not in the
nothing.
District of Columbia and it's not in Utah, this is not a very common search, is what I'm pointing out here. Not a very common search at all. But there it was in Israel. So I thought, that's weird. That's weird. So I press on.
Okay, so pause, because this is insane. This guy basically looked up the unique searches for Timpanogos Hospital, which is a real hospital, by the way, and the one that Charlie Kirk was taken to, and the medical examiner's name, and the unique searches that pulled up were from DC and Israel. The IP addresses were Israeli and from Washington, DC. And it's not like this is just searched all the time. Like he literally found these spikes when they were searched, and they were searched 2 months prior to when he was killed. Not to mention, someone also searched the hospital the day before he was assassinated. Totally normal, right? Totally. But there's more, and this is even crazier. Watch this.
I was very curious that they had spoken to the surgeon, but didn't give the surgeon's name. So I thought, who's the surgeon? Again, this is the surgeon who looked. This is the guy who said, hey, Charlie's made of steel. This bullet would have normally gone through almost anybody, but Charlie's made of steel. But he didn't give the surgeon's name. So I go and I get a list of all the surgeons I can find at the Orem branch of Timpanogos Regional Hospital.
And the content creator, his name is Ian Winott. IAN. So that's Ian. Yeah, Ian. IAN WENDT. Windit. WENDT. That's his name. The content creator's name is Ian WENDT. Just letting you know. I want to give him who is I don't know his channel. I got this from Instagram, so I don't know.
And I think, could anyone have looked up any of these people? The first surgeon I could find was a guy named Stephen Nealman. Stephen Nealman. Remember that date, July 20? This is July 18th. This is July 18th. Stephen Nealman. July 18th, 2025. This was out of our friends on the other side of the planet over there. Very curious about the surgeons in Utah, you'll find out. I go to the next one I could find, Robert Patterson. I found a lot, so I added an MD to it. Robert Patterson, MD, July 23 and 24. May have been the only one that was searched twice, 2 days in a row. July 23 and 24, Robert Patterson, MD. Again, I just find online a list of surgeons at Timpanogos. But I found the general surgeons, the emergency surgeons, all the people who minor surgery. I looked them all up.
And real quick, let me get to these super chats. Shout out to William, great channel, my man. I was blown away. Grown men I know that attack me for questioning the dry tears and the strange scripted acting. Foolish obedience. Exactly. We have to think for ourselves. Shout out to Steph, the Army vet. Thank you for the $10 super chat. This was a psyop, like I'm not going to say. So this was a psyop. I thought the combat first aid. I taught combat first aid in the military. Lack of blood, no life-saving aid done. And what's crazy is, I'm glad you said something about no life-saving aid. There are 2 young medics that were on site and didn't do a thing. And I got video proof that they were just walking around like they ain't have nothing to do while Charlie Kirk was going through what he was going through. This was a distraction from something else. Facts. And Manual Override, thank you for the super chat. EK, Erika Kirk, hyped marriage so much, yet she forgot the year and her and Charlie got married. Exactly. Was it to set the stage? 59 justify quick remarry? Man. Shout out to William again. Everyone can't figure out why Charlie's shit. Why his shirt, not shit, his shirt puffed. Someone proved it to me. It was the temporary wound channel from a fast rifle wound, slow-mo. No. And this is just my opinion, and you had a right to your opinion. The reason why his shirt puffed up is because of the air-actuated pellet discharger. This CO2 cartridge right here lets out a lot of air when it's discharged. So what happens is when the remote, does whatever it does, because it was a remote from one of the other guys, on his security team, they click the remote, and then whatever discharger that was, that had this in it, it was like, and it shot the pellet up in his throat, and it was kind of like right here in some type of, pellet discharger, and the air was like, and it shot it up in his throat, and the air puffed up his shirt due to the fact that all of the air being discharged out of the CO2 cartridge. There's no air for no gun. Like, one day y'all gonna realize there wasn't no damn gun, it wasn't no damn bullet, and this medical examiner is lying. It wasn't no damn gun. It just sounds crazy.
I go to the next one, Lee Trotter. Has anyone looked up Lee Trotter? Again, notice the date. Notice the date. This is right in that July 20 area, that July 20 timeline. Someone with an IP address originating in Israel, looking up Surgeon Lee Trotter, near about that same July 20 time period. Are there other surgeons in the area? Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. There's a guy named Lee Patterson. So I look up Lee Patterson. Notice the date, July 19th. Somebody with an IP address originating in Israel in the week of July 20, that week on either side of July 20, was very interested in all the people who practice surgery at Timpanogos Regional Hospital in Orem, Utah. There's more, by the way. There's a guy named Brian Gill, probably a very talented surgeon. July 22, IP address originating in Israel. What about Richard Rasmussen?
So he goes on and on and on that somebody in IHOP in July was looking up all of these surgeons. Is a very good possibility that they are looking up which surgeon they can bribe. They found a surgeon that can be bribed, and then they went with that person. That's literally what was going on in July.
I'm sure he's a fine surgeon, a nice guy. Probably in Israel, Richard Rasmussen. Again, if I'm the state police, if I'm the FBI, I have real concerns that my surgeons are being searched within a very narrow time window, like 7 to 10 days of each other. And I want to know, is it the same IP address looking at all of them? Because I want to know who the hell is so curious about my surgeons in my local hospital. If I'm the FBI, I might ask, is this related to an assassination where they rushed the body there and there was a surgeon that declared Charlie Kirk a Superman and claims he found the bullet and then signed the death certificate and there was no autopsy? And people may have been searching these surgeons?
So again, this man has uncovered the fact that there were unique searches in July for the exact hospital that Charlie Kirk was brought to after the assassination. There were also searches for the medical examiner at the time. But then he also searched all of the surgeons from the hospital who were also searched around the same time. And all of them came from IP addresses in Israel or DC. This was insane. Watch this. So the first thing I did was I took these dates that he mentioned in this, June 28th and 30th, July 3rd, July 16th, July 18th, 19, 20, 23, 24. And I plugged those dates in to Google and ChatGPT, basically just asking like what was happening with Charlie Kirk on those dates. I also searched in Twitter, I searched through Instagram, and I couldn't really find anything until July 23rd. And I thought it was really interesting what happened when I searched July 23rd, because I found that he did this, that he talked about this on his show. But see, the interesting thing is when you click on the video links, none of them exist anymore. They have all been scrubbed off these websites. So after basically turning nothing up on that, I just decided to Google, hey, what was Charlie doing in July of 2025? And this is what came up. And then I did the same thing with May of 2025. And what I found was really interesting. Now, I of course wanted to verify all of this, so this is what I found. Here's the video clip from July 2025, specifically the 15th. July 15th. Remember, the first date in July was July 16th that this unique search was found. Here's what I think.
So after this video went live that I'm about to play right now, IHOP, for whatever reason, started looking for hospitals. Right after this video of Charlie Kirk went live.
needs to happen immediately. The DOJ needs to move to unseal the grand jury testimony. I think that we need to see a press conference from the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, Kash Patel, and also Dan Bongino. And finally, we need to try to get to the bottom of something with the Ghislaine Maxwell, Alexander Acosta, figure out that whole intel question and get to the bottom of that.
And then just wanted to make sure that he was actually talking about what they say he was talking about in May. And I found this.
All right, hold on. Let me read this for y'all. Tomorrow the House will vote. Not tomorrow the House will vote. Hold on. Let me read this again.
Once again, I'm not telling you I know what happened.
Wait. Hold on, y'all.
We need to try to get to the bottom of something with the Ghislaine Maxwell, Alexander Acosta, figure out that whole intel question and get to the bottom of that.
And then just wanted to make sure that he was actually talking about what they say he was talking about in May. And I found this.
All right, tomorrow the House will vote on H.R. 867, a bill that will criminalize private boycotts of IHOP, fines of up to $1 million, and prison time up to 20 years. This was in July, I think July 15th or something. Tomorrow, the House will vote on H.R. 867, a bill that will criminalize private boycotts of another damn country. What the hell is a private boycott? I can boycott wherever the fuck I want to boycott. The hell are you talking about? I got to pay $1 million and go for what? If I don't want to deal with somebody or something, what? Why I got to go to prison? What kind of dumb shit is that? Bills like this only create more, I'm not going to say that word, and play into growing narratives that IHOP is running the U.S. government. In America, you are allowed to hold differing views. You are allowed to disagree and protest. You are allowed to boycott. We black people boycotted Target. We've allowed far too many people to hate America, move here from abroad, but the right to speak freely is the birthright of all Americans. This was what was going on in July. And this is apparently the reason why IHOP started looking for hospitals. They was like, all right, we got to get rid of this nigga. Damn.
Once again, I'm not telling you I know what happened. I'm telling you to look at all this information and, come to your own conclusions. But man, sure seems like there's something weird going on with Israel and DC. And it's been going on for a very long time, because if there are unique searches specifically in June and July for the exact hospital, medical examiner, and all the surgeons in that hospital that coincidentally end up being the exact hospital that Charlie Kirk is brought to after his assassination, it's kind of a weird coincidence, don't you think? Especially since who in Israel is looking up Timpanogos Hospital? Who in Israel is looking up any of these things? Who in DC is looking up any of these things, and why? And then, of course, when you actually consider what he was talking about in the months leading up to those searches, it also starts to connect those dots. But you know what? I am just a conspiracy theorist, guys.
All right, so this is his channel right here. Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on X. His name is this right here. I Wind Stir or something. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up here for a second. Y'all screenshot this or go follow him or whatever. Are y'all following? Hit the like button and follow this guy. Hit the like button and follow this guy. Follow him on X and on Instagram at this right here. Because I don't want y'all like, where's the original video? Well, you'll see the original video right here. I like to share people's information whenever I can. All right, y'all got it? Y'all good? All right. So apparently, after Charlie Kirk started going off and talking about IHOP and the Epstein files, somebody in Washington, D.C. I wonder who lives in Washington, D.C. and IHOP both started looking for hospitals in the first leg of Charlie Kirk's new tour. See, when you have a tour, you kind of start off by marketing the tour and letting everybody know where you're going to be. So people in DC knew where he was going to be, and people in IHOP knew where he was going to be. So that's the reason why they were able to look up Utah, because, you know, whenever you have some type of tour, you start the tour like 6 months in advance and say, this is going to be this leg of the tour. This is going to be the next leg of the tour. So you can, buy your plane tickets, and so you plan your day or plan your weekend to come out and see the person. So whenever you plan a tour, it's everywhere. Everybody can see where you're about to be and what date and what time. So that's how they actually looked him up and knew he was going to be in. Why was I timed out? Did I do something wrong? I don't know, Eve. Why did y'all time Eve out? I don't know. Don't ask me. I ain't timing nobody out. I have no idea. But that's the reason why they looked up that hospital, because they like, all right, we got to get rid of this dude. And there's a possibility that they got rid of him. So this is the reason why this is not just a normal homicide. No, this is guaranteed a setup. Who set him up and how they set him up is the question. But he was for sure set up. This whole Utah situation was set up. All right. Next video. Here's another part of the setup.
Is really weird. Josh Hammer, one of the individuals on the text messages that Candace Owens revealed yesterday, tweeted this the night before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. As you can see here, at 6:05 p.m. September 9th, he responded to a tweet that Donald Trump made in 2013. Trump said, should be public execution for all to see. You will end this bullshit fast. And Josh Hammer wrote based. And while we're pulling up his tweets, on September 29th, he wrote, as I've been saying repeatedly, Tucker, Candace, and other bad faith actors are
like Charlie Kirk. Listen to what Tucker, Candace, and other bad face actors like Charlie Kirk
are lying through their teeth about Charlie and Israel. Who's the liar now? I'm guessing you didn't think that these text messages were going to become public, or you wouldn't have tweeted that.
And just so you know, let me read these text messages, because some people may need to get caught up. Okay, this is a text message that came from Charlie Kirk, and it was in a group chat. And this is kind of like what I was saying earlier, how Charlie Kirk was okay with losing millions of dollars from IHOP, and his wife was furious about this. So just lost another huge blank donor, IHOP donor, I would say. $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker Carlson. I'm thinking of inviting Candace also. IHOP donors play into all the stereotypes, and I cannot and I will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro IHOP cause. You see how these are actual text messages? These are actual facts. I'm not just saying random stuff. This is actual things that are actually going on in real time. He said this. Charlie Kirk said this. Nobody can come on here and say Mr. Let Go is lying on people.
that. And they say timing is everything, which now makes me really wonder why you tweeted this the night before Charlie Kirk was publicly executed.
All right, so let's see what was tweeted. Josh Hammer retweeted what Donald J. Trump said, which is should be public execution for all to see. You will end the bullshit fast. Josh Hammer retweeted that. Public execution. Public execution. And next thing you know, Charlie Kirk was publicly, I'm just saying.
Executed. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of it. As always, I want to hear what Charlie Kirk was publicly executed. Wouldn't have tweeted that. And they say timing is everything, which now makes me really wonder why you tweeted this the night before Charlie Kirk was publicly executed. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Oh, I want to get into this. No, I'm getting this in a minute. Let's see. All right. I got so much stuff to talk about. All right, we're gonna get into this next.
Was in a CIA advanced.
All right, so y'all listen to this. Tyler Robinson was in a CIA class, actually a CAI class.
Tyler Robinson was in a CIA advanced program for college students, the CAI. That is a fact. And he had a 4.0 grade average. That's who they recruit, boys and girls. I told you that my dad wasn't recruited by the CIA. People always get that wrong. He got recruited by a DARPA program. That's above it. I mean, he's 14. And then then they read him into it 4 years later. What he'd been doing, it was just, medical centers. Will you do that? Will you do this? And he's like, no, I don't want to do this. So that's one reason I grew up. My dad was telling me about all this stuff and how it all works. But if your kid's in the top of the class in your state, they're getting a visit from DARPA or the CIA, period. It's not like it's some, really cool thing or something. It's like guaranteed. So, probably thought, who knows? They probably, who knows? But the thing is falling apart very, very, very quickly. But if they weren't going to have preliminary hearings to, make them show evidence and put it on, then the fix was in.
Out there have not treated.
All right, so let me read the super chats real quick. William says, slow motion, please. You may be right, but check. Slow motion. I don't remember what we was doing with slow motion. Shout out to William again. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I may be wrong, but you can see his neck and chest swell up thick or half a second, just like the ballistic gel blocks. Ballistic gel blocks. Oh, when they showed a reenactment of a bullet going into a block. Okay. It's worth a second look. Okay, I got you. William again. Asian cop. Wait. By Charlie SUV was at George Floyd's arrest. Picture of the scene when George Floyd was on the ground. All right. I know that's not him. Yo, William might be on to something. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna play this video, and that actually looks like the same guy that was at George Floyd's arrest. So I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna look this up. Oh my God. What in the hell? Why is remove? Okay, I'm gonna play this. I'll be right back. I want to see something.
A human being that's been shot. Okay. Those of us that have know blood is everywhere, Alex. It is, I don't want to say the F word, everywhere.
Blood is fucking everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere. It'd have been over everybody's hands. It would have been over all of their shirts, pants, especially an artery shot like that. It's not possible that just no one has any blood on even their hands. Tell me why, Turning Point, no one treated Charlie Kirk. No one tried to stop the bleeding. No blood on anyone's hands. Weird things being passed off. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I'm not willing to say this is nefarious, but I am willing to say nobody tried to save his life. I'm 100% confident in that. I can watch it right here in front of me. And then the question is why? Give me some clothes. I need to pack that wound.
And by the way, even low-level, not very well-trained security knows to jam gauze or clothing into a wound.
Or at least your thumb. Get your thumbs down in there and actually stop the bleeding if you can until you can get somebody to bring you help. Are these guys, they just had no trauma medicine experience? None of these guys that are his personal security have ever done trauma medicine? I'm not ready to go down the rabbit hole of these guys were in on it, but I can tell you at an absolute minimum, I see massive negligence or incompetence at a minimum.
Michael Jackson has been forced to apologize to the Jewish community.
Okay, so I just pulled this up. Let's look at this together. And y'all tell me if this is the same person. First, let me look up the original guy, if I could find it. Here it is right here. I don't think it's the same guy, but let's see. So we're going to look up the Asian guy that was a police officer. Here it is right here. I don't think it's the same guy, but we're going to figure this out. So here it is right here. Him right here. Now look at his face. Okay. You got him right. So now I'm going to show you the picture of the Asian guy that was at George Floyd's arrest. And they do look similar. This can't be life. This can't be. Let me know if I'm wrong. So let me make sure y'all can see my screen. Nope. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take the other video down, and I gotta do it over again. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Unshare. It usually takes me a couple tries to do it. Okay, here we go. Is this the same guy? I'm gonna make it bigger. Let me know. Is it the same guy? Yes or no? Yes in the chat, no in the chat. Is this the same guy? I don't think that's the same guy. What do you think, though? Yes, no, yes, no. I don't think it's the same guy. Okay. So let me unshare my screen, and we're going to show the other guy again. See, it's not fair to just say an Asian guy is the same guy. We can't be doing that. All right, so we're going to show the guy again right here. It was a good try though. Y'all try it.
Oh, hey, everybody clear out. Someone here.
I could look it up. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. What was the name of the Asian police officer that was on site when Charlie Kirk got assassinated?
Reports name a specific Asian police officer on site during the assassination. Several law enforcement agencies responded to the event.
Oh, well. I tried to ask AI. AI didn't know. So, all right. So we can keep going. I just wanted to see if he had a point. But that was a good thought. Good shot in the dark. All right, let's keep going. So what hold on, let me back this up a little bit.
Make them show evidence and put it on, then you know the fix was in.
Out there have not treated a human being that's been shot. Okay. Those of us that have know blood is everywhere, Alex. It is, I don't want to say the F word, everywhere.
Blood is fucking everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere. It'd have been over everybody's hands. It would have been over all of their shirts, pants, especially an artery shot like that. It's not possible that just no one has any blood on even their hands. Tell me why Turning Point, no one treated Charlie Kirk. No one tried to stop the bleeding. No blood on anyone's hands. Weird things being passed off. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I'm not willing to say this is nefarious, but I am willing to say nobody tried to save his life. I'm 100% confident in that. I can watch it right here in front of me. And the question is why? Give me some clothes. I need to pack that wound.
And by the way, even low-level, not very well-trained security knows to jam gauze or clothing into a wound.
Or at least your thumb. Get your...
All right, thank you, Brian. I don't think it's a guy, but yeah, it's worth digging. Thank you, Brian.
Your thumbs down in there and actually stop the bleeding if you can until you can get some bring you help. For these guys, they just had no trauma medicine experience. None of these guys that are his personal security have ever done trauma medicine. I'm not ready to go down the rabbit hole of these guys were in on it, but I can tell you at an absolute minimum, I see massive negligence or incompetence at a minimum.
Michael Jackson has been forced to apologize to the Jewish community.
Something like leeches. I was so tired of it. They start out the most popular person in the world, make a lot of money, big house, cars, and everything, end up with penniless. See, this conspiracy. The Jews do it on purpose.
How do you think?
So it's difficult for y'all to hear what Michael Jackson was saying, but what he was saying was these people, IHOP, they are leeches. I actually think the same thing happened to Kevin Samuels. I think somebody killed Kevin Samuels also. See, Kevin Samuels wasn't, of course, as big as Michael Jackson, but in the Black community, Kevin Samuels was as big as Charlie Kirk. Y'all let me know, who is bigger, Charlie Kirk or Kevin Samuels? And I think, and this is just me pontificating, I think somebody came to visit Kevin Samuels and said, hey, I want you to do this, or I want you to send women this way instead of that way, or I want the data that you've put together or the email addresses, because he had like a couple of Facebook groups where it was hundreds of thousands of women that, you know, wanted to find a man and wanted to better herself. So he had a lot of data and addresses and email addresses and phone numbers that a certain group may have wanted in order to run through some traffic lights. Now, that's just me assuming, I don't know. But if you listen to Michael Jackson right here, he's going to say it. He's going to say they were trying to kill him. Because when you reach a certain amount of certain level, people are going to come visit you.
he died. You've been quoted as saying you believe it may have been murder. Do you still think that?
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why are you so
I would
sure?
never, ever think differently. Because first of all, Michael told me that they were going to murder him. He was afraid. He was afraid
who
for
was
his
going
life.
to murder him?
The people.
So right there, she said, Michael told me that they were going to do this to him. They are going to your face. If you don't do what we tell you to do, we are going to get you the fuck out of here. Remember, Charlie Kirk said the same thing to Candace Owens. Where's the video of Candace Owens? Here it is, right here. Same thing. Listen.
Staged by Bill Ackman, because Charlie's rational thoughts about were a no-no.
Coley, you said, how do I post info to Mr. Let Go? Send me a DM on Mr. Let Go. My DM, my Instagram is right here, or here, wherever you see it, is _Mr. Let Go. _Mr. Let Go. So everybody watching, follow me on Instagram at Mr. Let Go. All of y'all right now watching, follow me on Instagram. Y'all see the Instagram logo right here is _Mr. Let Go. Out this app and go to my Instagram and just follow me real quick. And if y'all want to DM me some information, or if y'all want to be a part of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Squad, send me a DM of the information, or either say Scooby-Dooby-Doo or something like that. But follow me on Instagram right now. _Mr. Let Go on Instagram, and send me a DM. So Coley, send me a DM and I'll look for it.
This is not the route that you should be going on. And Charlie was surrounded by his friends, his quote unquote friends. Bill Ackman was very upset, and threats were made. It was at this time that Bibi Netanyahu was called, and Charlie was invited to. This was an under duress situation, I would say, because I've been in these situations before. When I started asking very sensible questions about it, as someone who had dedicated her political life to supporting many times alongside Charlie Kirk, I was met with the very same pressure. And just like Charlie was being invited to, I was invited somewhere else. And when this arrived to me, it felt like a threat. You know, I gotta tell you that. It felt like a threat, like not like, hey, come here and we can educate you because you're my friend. More like, this is your last chance. That's how it felt to me. I can't speak to how it felt to Charlie. And I know that Charlie was offered a ton of money. Charlie was offered a ton of money in this moment. A ton of money. Bibi would fund it, you know, spend tons of money. And Turning Point, I guess, if it needed to go to a higher level, would have gone to an even higher level than it already was at. And I know for a fact that Charlie denied that funding. That Charlie denied, and what Bibi didn't include there, he declined to go for, I would describe this as like, you know, re-education camp. You know, we've seen it. You made an but we can help you. You know, we just need you to come out to Auschwitz and take a picture. Yeah. We just need you to come to the Holocaust Museum and take a photo. We just need you to go to, and we can make this better. Charlie said no to Bibi. Okay. Bill Ackman, if you would like to dispute that, I would love to hear what you say happened, because our sources and what we have, it's solid.
So I think they threatened Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels said, kiss my ass. They threatened Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said, kiss my ass. And threatened Prince. And Prince said, kiss my ass.
Money, big house, cars, and everything, end up with penniless. It's conspiracy. The Jews do it on purpose.
How do you think he died? You've been quoted as saying you believe it may have been murder. Do you still think that?
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why are you
I
so
would
sure?
never ever think differently. Because first of all, Michael told me that they were going to murder him. He was afraid. He was afraid
who
for
was
his
going
life.
to murder him?
The people that were involved in his life, the people that were controlling him. We shared that same life where people come into your life, wiggle their way in, control you, manipulate, control your funds, your finances, everything that you have.
So you first have to let them in. See, these weirdo people are like vampires. You ever heard of a vampire? The only way a vampire can come into your house is if you invite them in. See, if one of these motherfuckers call my phone or hit me up on Instagram and they say, hey, we're with IHOP. We see what you're doing. We would like to fund you. And they want to give me $4 million or whatever. I'm going to say no. Because the day you accept their money is the day you become their slave. I don't care how much money they give me because I know it's on the other side of that. See, these broke ass, simple-minded ass people, they take the money. Then they turn around and want to pull out later. No. Once you're in that coochie, you got a nut. You can't pull out. So I'm not going in for me to have to pull out. I don't want none. And they will offer you women and trips and money and everything that you ever wanted, because that's what the devil does. I get women on my own. I get money on my own. I get notoriety on my own. I don't need none of that shit. So all of them can kiss my ass because I can't be bought. I don't give a shit. And I don't even care enough about being that famous for somebody to want to visit me. Because when you get to a certain level, they're going to visit you. I don't want to get to that level. I love my life the way it is. And I would say another 6 months, I'll be at probably 1 million subscribers, you know, and my community is just going to build and build and build. And, you know, I'm going to be on the next level of whatever it is I'm doing. And I'm going to fund my own stuff. I fund everything. I don't have no white man in my pocket giving me no damn money. And that's the problem. A lot of people love having some old ass 75-year-old white man funding their lives. And then they start crying about, oh my God, I'm a slave. Duh. The hell you think you sign up for? So no, I fund my own goddamn life. Sorry, I fund my own life. I'm trying to stop cussing, y'all. But I fund my own cotton picker life. Well, not even cotton picker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah. All right, let's go. Shit is crazy. Because once you get into bed with them, you can't pull out.
And you must they tell you to do.
The record companies really, really do conspire against their artists.
Did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
See, they got his ass. He has a honeypot. I got a video of him possibly having a honeypot. I could look that up if y'all want me to. He's the same slave. Patel, he's a slave.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the
simple
Attorney
question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
If you're
or
gonna mock
no,
me?
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No, A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F.
it
Don't
sounds
wanna
like
do
you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency
did
by
you tell the
focusing on
Attorney
reducing
General
violent
that
crime in
Donald
this
Trump's name-
country?
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasive as a consciousness of guilt.
Get out, we gotta go away, please.
You're good.
Sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change?
This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
I played this game with my mother yesterday, and she told me things I never knew about her. If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Make sure to buy my card game, y'all. Christmas is coming up in a few months. Buy my card game, buy my card game, buy my card game. Put a 1 in the chat if you have bought one of my card games already. Put a 1 in the chat if you bought one of my card games already. And shout out to y'all who have bought my card games already. The link is under this video, and the link is in the chat just now. I just dropped it again. I'll drop it again. Boom. There you go right there. All right, let's go back to the video. All right, the reason why this is going in slow motion is because this guy is showing a fake badge, and you can see that it's a fake badge. That's a fake police badge. So that means people were walking around on a campus with a fake badge talking to people.
This full investigation is done. I think you're going to see that his team did everything they were supposed to do. In the car, Justin was driving. Dan was in the front with the GPS. Rick was to my left. He had Charlie's head. And Brian was at Charlie's feet. And Charlie's so big, we couldn't even shut the door. He's so tall. And I'm perched over the back seat. And while they're administering all sorts of first aid, apparently my job was to yell. I was doing a lot of yelling. And I want you to know that we did everything we could to save Charlie.
We did everything we could to unalive Charlie.
But Charlie was already gone. His face was looking at mine, but he wasn't looking at me.
They're processing their guilt in the way that
their grief,
their grief, thank you, and their mourning. They're processing their guilt.
They're processing their guilt. They're processing their guilt.
Guys and gals, people that are interested, LymanForUtah.com. If you scroll down, this is his official website. Okay.
Now, I've talked about Phil Lyman, right? I thought about Phil Lyman having something to do with this. Watch this.
Paid for by Phil Lyman for Utah. This is his website. But look what I found. An endorsement for George Zinn. An endorsement for George Zinn. And sure enough.
Now, George Zinn is a guy that jumped up and said he's the one who offed Charlie Kirk with his pants down, the little old guy. This means that guy, George Zinn, has something to do with Phil Lyman. So that means all of these characters are so close to each other. And I'm going to show you all another example of how all of these people are close to each other. I'll check this out. This is absolutely nuts. Can y'all see my screen? There it is. I need y'all to look at this. This is the new Turning Point USA. Do y'all see the people on this docket? New confirmed speakers. This is the turning point. This woman then took over this man's shit. This is disgusting. So you got CEO and chair of TPUSA, Erika Kirk. Right next to her is Vice President J.D. Vance. And I asked in a group chat, like, yo, J.D. Vance is bigger than Charlie Kirk. Why would J.D. Vance want what Charlie Kirk has? And this is what they told me. They said J.D. Vance wants to be president. Do you actually think J.D. Vance can win against Charlie Kirk in a presidential election? That was when I was like, oh, no, he can't win against Charlie Kirk in a presidential election. So J.D. Vance is another person that may be happy that Charlie Kirk ain't here no more. And the people down here, this is interesting also. Benny Johnson at the bottom. Tommy Tuberville at the bottom. But look at the two people in the middle. Eric Trump and Laura Trump. Do y'all see this shit? Erika Kirk and Donald Trump literally had this young man build this whole thing up, unalive him, and take the shit over. Erika Kirk and Donald Trump's kids are running Turning Point. The vice president and the president's kids, right along with Erika Kirk, is taking over Turning Point. This is disgusting. This shit is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. They done killed this man and took over this man's whole legacy. Trump is all over this. This is sad. But wait, there's more. Let me show y'all the next picture. Why didn't the picture remove from stage? Why isn't this removing? Remove from studio. Okay, now can y'all see my screen? Did my screen change? Okay, now check this out. This is J.D. Vance. Do y'all know who these two people are? Yes or no? Say yes in the chat or no in the chat. Do you know who these two people are next to J.D. Vance? Say yes or no in the chat. I want to know. Do y'all know who they are? Say yes or no in the chat. Who are these? You okay? Everybody saying no. This is going to blow your mind. Okay, it says Brian Farnsworth. Thank you, Mr. Vance President, for stepping in to guest host the Charlie Kirk show on Monday. Nobody can fill Charlie's seat, but the show must go on. The two people that are standing next to JD Vance are the cameramen. These are the two cameramen that was hiding SD cards. That's the guy that was hiding the SD cards. That's the guy that put the SD card in his hat. And I'll show you. This is a crazy world we live in, y'all. And they don't give a shit. And they don't care. How is a cameraman hanging out with Vice President? Y'all, I want y'all to think about this. How in the hell is a cameraman hanging out with the Vice President of the United States? The cameraman, because they got the they got the SD cards. We got them. So let me show y'all something. Is this? Oh, this ain't. Hold on, y'all. I gotta remove this. I just want to show y'all. Y'all seen him before, but I just want to make everybody familiar with who that guy is. Yes, it was a mission accomplished for sure. That guy right there.
That moment. So after seeing Charlie shot, he's the most a lot there to fit. Thank God he was there to film.
So the same guy that was hanging out with JD Vance is the guy standing up on top of something in the light brown shirt.
Everything in the parking lot, because that was what Charlie needed the most in that moment. So after seeing Charlie shot, he went away to the parking lot to step on top of this little wall here so he could film it all for some reason. And this was part of Charlie's security team. And
see him in the background, him. That's the guy that was hanging.
So you can see him on.
It looks like everybody got a raise. Everybody got an up in status due to the fact that Charlie Kirk got killed. That shit is crazy.
Up of that wall and filming Charlie. I said immediately following Charlie shooting,
that's it right there.
To the SUV. Like I said, immediately following Charlie's shooting, he sprinted over to get in this position and film on his cell phone for some reason. So the question is, why would someone on Charlie's team sprint over with so much urgency simply to film the parking lot? Was this really top priority, the Charlie team, immediately following Charlie being shot? Oh no, Charlie's been shot. Don't worry, I'll film the parking lot. Way to think on your feet, bro. And why no footage at all of Charlie at the hospital? That's very odd to me. And another thing that's never made sense to me, why is there no blood on the pavement here? Not a single drop. The pavement is absolutely spotless. And there does not appear to be any blood on any of the guys carrying Charlie to the SUV. All of this collectively is just very peculiar to me. And if this behavior from the guy in the gray shirt wasn't shady enough, wait until you see what he does after they drive Charlie away to the hospital. Yes, the
Yeah,
guy in the
right
gray
there.
shirt is indeed the one who grabbed the chair Charlie was shot on and then climbed all over the evidence to uninstall the camera directly behind Charlie during the shooting. And then, for good measure, takes out the memory card.
And that guy right there is literally hanging out with the president and vice president of the United States now. So that is who that guy is. They are now hanging out with the president of the United Goddamn States. That's crazy. What is it? I'll do it again. So this is the guy, and this is who he is. Him and his lawyer is now hanging out with the president and vice president of the United States of America. I don't know one person on this team that isn't happy Charlie is dead. I don't know one person. Erica's happy. His cameraman is happy. Cameraman's brother is happy. JD Vance is happy. Trump is happy. Everybody is happy. IHOP is happy. I've never seen so many people so happy that somebody's dead. It is nuts. And now remove from studio. There we go. And now we got this. Charlie Kirk is dead. Now we got this. Erika Kirk is your new leader. Erika Kirk is a new star. This is absolutely disgusting. Erika Kirk and JD Vance are your new stars of Turning Point USA. They done took over this man's company. I don't even know what to say. I got more, but I'm going to stop because I want to watch this football game. But I got more. I got so many videos down here that I ain't even played yet. I'm going to save those videos for probably tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe to my channel. Some of y'all did not hit the like button. So can y'all please hit the thumbs up button right now? Because we got 2,000 people watching and we got 1,300 likes. Can we get 2,000 likes? If we can get to 2,000 likes right now, I'll go back live tomorrow. What's up, Nicole? If everybody right now hit the like button, I'll make sure to go live tomorrow because I got so much information coming at me. I got to swim through it and because some of it I can't do nothing with. But if everybody were to hit the like button right now, I'll go back live tomorrow. I need y'all to hit the like button. Let's get to 2,000 likes. Come on, hurry up, hit it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. There we go. Yeah. Let's hit the like button. I love it. Let me get my tablet. Thank you, Reen. I appreciate it. Come on, everybody hit the like button. 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 What? Everybody hit the like button. Come on, keep hitting it. And make sure to join my Patreon. I just opened up. I have somebody working on my Discord. We about already over on Discord. So make sure to subscribe to my Patreon. Also, the link to the Patreon is pinned at the top of that. Create a platform and a following. They will take it. Exactly. They'll kill you. They'll take it. They'll do all kinds of stuff. So you're right. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's why I don't care for my platform to be too big, because if it gets too big, yeah, they'll come see me, and I don't want no problems for nobody. Are y'all hitting the like button? Are y'all hitting the like button? Come on, y'all. Anything? Oh, thank y'all for hitting the like button. Thank you. All right, y'all. So I may go live tomorrow to talk about the other things that I have not been able to talk about today. But if y'all enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, y'all. And where the hell? Why can't I find videos when I need to find videos? Here we go. What is happening? I hate putting this stuff up. What in the world?
From your mother. Time, acknowledgement, and apology. What if I told you?
All right, thank you. Here we go.
What is something that you always wanted from your mother? Time, acknowledgement, and apology. What if I told you that all of your answers are in this card game?
What was the biggest thing missing in your life growing up?
I would say I feel like you prioritized work over me.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's messing up. Sorry.
What is something that you always wanted from your mother?
You know what? I'm not going through this. Get out of here. I'm just going to play my song.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. Actually, these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
I see your I see your super chat, and I can't answer that question because YouTube does not want us saying certain things. So I see your your super chat, but I can't answer that question. So I'll just stay with that. Let me show y'all the super chat so y'all can read it yourselves. And thank you, Jennifer, for becoming a new member. All right, so right here.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game.
All right, I'll play this. Shout out to Maria. Miss Lego, do you believe Charlie is whatever? I can't say it. I'm not sure. I actually don't think so, but it's a possibility. I put it like that. I don't think so, but I think it's a possibility. So y'all check out my song. I wrote this.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game. And it caused me heal our pain. Face to face, we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Here's a finger, lose their sting. We both said some hurtful things, but these questions heal broken strings. Let this game fractured wings. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect, and disrespect, wounds can be healed these 2 deaths. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these two depths. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? Heart that wants to see it. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw.